Let's have a go at making Smurfette and No Name as a cake and topper. So I'm going to start with the topper, No Name, and I'm going to use Rice Krispie treats in the middle mixed with marshmallows to bulk out the body. I'm putting them on a wire frame, I am for this one, and he's going to need big feet to hold him up. I'm going to cover the body in modelling paste. So I'm just using the Saracino modelling paste for this because it's firm. You want to use a modelling paste rather than a fondant just because it's nice and firm. But for this, you could actually use a fondant if you wanted. I'm just going with what I find easier. So we're putting a layer on there. We're cutting some of the extra off around the neck. And then I've also done the same kind of thing with the head. So Rice Krispie treats I mixed with marshmallows in the middle. So this one's going to be our topper. And then we're going to cover it in the same layer of blue modeling paste. So it comes ready dyed this color, which makes it loads easier. In fact, actually, guys, I do have an affiliate link where you guys can get 10% off the Saracino products. So the modeling paste that I use is on there. I'll put that in the video so you guys can see it. And I'm going to go over with a second layer just because I didn't feel like the first layer was smooth enough. I know I haven't gone into great detail in this video, but there is a behind the scenes video of the making of these ones. That's available for my subscription members. So I'll put details below in there. And those of you that are subscription members will have probably already seen the behind the scenes of this one. So originally I made these two for the release of the last Smurfs movie that came out in 2026, and they wanted the Smurfs to be, or at least one of them to be cake inside, but them to be life-size. So I did look up what an actual life-size Smurf was, and I can't remember now if it's 2 or 3 apples high, a very specific amount. So yeah, they're made to that, which means that one of them, the cake topper, is way easier because, you know, it's a decent sized topper. The one with cake is a little bit harder. You'll see that in a minute. But I'm just putting some white modeling paste around the structure for the legs. And I'm just covering the wire here. But we are going to add some bigger pieces on for feet. So a nice big ball rolled to be a bit more shape-like. And we're just going to press the wires or the existing sort of bottom of the feet bit. He already looks like he's got small feet there, look. But I'm going to push them into there because Smurfs have got pretty big feet. I'll neaten that up later, and then I'm going to just put a hole in the head where I want the nose to go, and we're going to roll like a little teardrop. Make sure it's nice and pointy at one end, and the pointy end will go into the hole, like so. Then I'm going to try and cover the whole thing again in a thin layer of the modeling paste. We'll see if we can go around the nose. I have to be careful because if I don't do this quickly, it can start to set, and I don't want it to sort of crack as I'm putting it on. Could swap to modeling chocolate if you prefer, which would give you longer working time. Don't worry about the untidiness at the back of the head because we'll cover that up later with the hat. Just going to mark on where the eyes are going to go. So I am using an image for reference. I've tried to print it to the same size as what I'm doing. Let's push in the mouth. We want to get all these bits in before the face has time to dry. And then we're just going to try and fill in the top of the feet, just smoothing it off. And then I'm going to add, I felt like I was giving him a nappy at this point, but I'm going to add thin white bit here, and then we will have to sort of blend that into the legs. So I'm still using modeling paste. I'm just flattening an oval to the size of the eye mark that I've made, and we're sticking one on each side. And then we want an oval-ish shape in black, just pushed in there. And I'm going to see if I can get a tiny bit of black in the mouth as well. And let's see if we can push this head on in place. So he's got a big hat. It's going to be a lot of weight, and I think the weight might pull him over backwards. So we're going to put Rice Krispies underneath. And then for the hat, we're still using modeling paste, but I've tried to hollow it out the best I can. And it wants to be long enough that it pulls down to the back of the head. We'll trim off the extra, curve over the top. So the very top bit hasn't got the Rice Krispies in, which means it's easy for me to bend that top bit over. Add a couple of crease lines. Let's go back to our eyes, getting the white dots in, and then let's add a little piece that's a little bit wider or thicker around the edge of the hat. That should neaten off any untidy edges. And then let's give him some ears. So we've got a couple of balls that are sort of squished down slightly, and then I've just put a little indentation in to make them a bit more ear-like. Then for the hands, we're going to take a piece that's quite chunky at the end. We're going to roll out the arms slightly. They don't need to be very long. And then we're going to cut in the fingers. Just going to round off the sort of squarish edges just by rolling it between my fingers. And then we're just going to bend them to the shape we want. I'm going to push them onto the body. I've just stuck them using a bit of water, but because they're quite heavy, I'm just going to put some cocktail sticks in to hold them in place until they've had time to set. Then I'm going to give him a little tail. It took ages to decide whether they have tails or not. Do Smurfs have tails? Let me know in the comments below. Then let's go on and give him kind of a bit of an outline because he is a cartoon. And I think this does make it a bit more cartoony. And eyebrows. The eyebrows actually sit on his hat rather than just above his eyes on his face. I think they make all the difference, those eyebrows. Okay, so when I did this for the launch of the movie last year, it was requested that one of them was Cake. So this one, Smurfette, is Cake. It was very tricky to do. It's quite a small cake, but like say, it was requested that the Smurfs were made life-size. Let me know in the comments below, would you bother doing a cake this small? I guess it's good for just one person, if just one person wants to eat a cake. Or would you stick to making it a topper because it's such a small amount of cake? So I've cut it to the shape. I'd cut myself off a template. It's very soft, this cake, so it was difficult to kind of cut it. I wish I'd frozen the cake because usually I do that and it would have made my life a little bit easier. I don't know why I didn't for this one. And then I covered it in a layer of ganache, but because that cake's so soft, it was really tricky to get the ganache on there. And I do show you, like I say, in a bit more detail behind the scenes of kind of what goes wrong, how I fix it, all that kind of thing. For anybody that is interested, I'll put the link below. But yeah, I have to give it a second layer to smooth it off. And then Smurfette, her body is too small to put Cake in. So her body's kind of made pretty much in a similar way to No Name, the other Smurf that I made. But she's got blue legs. Obviously, he's wearing trousers, so his were white, but hers are blue. Again, I'll show you the making of like internal structures in the subscription service for those of you that are interested. So we're going to push around some big chunky feet. We'll give her her shoes later. And as long as that ganache is set nice and firm on the face, we can go on and add a little bit of the icing. Now you can swap to fondant for this, because if you're going to eat it, it's nicer if it's fondant because it's a little bit softer to eat. The ganache should make her head pretty firm, but I still don't want to press on too hard for bits because I don't want to risk the cake crushing underneath. So I am still trying to be a little bit careful with it. Stick her eyes on. And she's got some nice big eyelids. So it's kind of like an oval shape that I've cut in half. We're just pressing it over the edge there. And then the pupils and the little white dots go in the same way as they did on our other Smurf. Also, again, just giving her that outline using the paste. So that's the modeling paste rolled nice and thin. And then we've got a really pale yellow or kind of cream colour that I've rolled nice and thin. And that is just going to go on and cover her hair. Now the cake part doesn't have a neck on. We'll do that on the body part, which is just going to be like a cake topper, the body part made out of modeling paste. But let's put a couple more layers of hair on there. I have to be careful about adding too much because it's such a small piece of cake that it's going to very quickly have like a lot of icing on it. So we'll add all the lines into her hair. Then let's work on her hat. So I've just added like a little bit on first for the trim, and then we're covering over it with like a second layer so you can still see that trim bit kind of sticks out a bit. Once the hat's on, we can give her her eyebrows and her eyelashes. So trying to roll them nice and thin and dainty. I could have gone a little bit thinner, I think, but it was getting difficult to roll it really thin. Okay, next we are going to add a thin layer of white modeling paste around the edge of those feet for her shoes. And we're just going to give her a little heel, and then let's give her a bit of a dress. So I'm adding a little piece on here first so that it kind of already kicks out to the shape I want the bottom of the dress to be. And we've got a flat piece. We're cutting a couple of holes in for the kind of neck to go into and around the arms, which of course I haven't given her arms yet. And let's push that onto there. I think I've cut that out wrong, so let's cut a bit more out. And let's push that into there. You'll see there's a straw on the top of that body so that there's no wire armature going directly into the cake part. We've got like a plastic straw in, which is food safe. Then we can give her her arms. Her hands a little bit easier to do because it's kind of scrunched up on her hips, so I haven't worried about putting individual fingers on. And then I am just going to do a little bit of shading or add a bit more colour on the hair. And then some more outlines. Now I did roll the paste nice and thin for around the eyes, which I probably should have done for all these lines as well. But I was rushing at this point, and it's not the neatest doing it with the edible pen. I wish I'd spent longer and spent my time rolling the pieces out, but you know, I did get a bit lazy at that stage. And then all I needed to do was just add a bit of shading to the blue parts of her body. So I went for a darker shade of blue, anywhere that looks like it should be in shadow. Okay, I'll just finish touching up some of those lines. So the pen is edible. And then that's all that's left to do is to add her to the base. So of course she doesn't have much cake in her, but you could create like a base that is cake. Mine is not cake. Like I say, this one was only for a video, just for the release last year. So this, I made it a little while ago. I do have to be careful adding her in because she's quite fragile. No Name, however, is a bit more solid look, and he can just balance on top of there. And there you go, you can see she's cake inside. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you want more like this one, let me know in the comments below.